Greetings and salutations. We're back with Astroneer. And we're still on to solo. I'm almost completely done with my chest cold and everything else. Aha! Now the question becomes, what do I do? Do I stick around here, let the batteries get to full, and tunnel down and find the wolframite, and take a whole bunch home with me? Or I can make tethers. I got enough compound here to absolutely bamboozle an elephant. The ammonium I'm going to take with me. So the question is, what do I do? Maybe I'd load up the medium storage. Say, forget the researchable item. I can always build a researcher here. Build a research station here. What would I need to make that, actually? Compound and resin. I'd probably have to put it there. I do want to go get the dynamite and try to get a twofer on these. Like, set it up just so. Put the dynamite in between and explode it and see if I can get both of them open. I'm hoping that'll work. Might be a little bit of a gimmick, but Well, so I know that there's compound over there. Wrong thing. I need tethers. As I say, don't tether to the ship. Okay, so this is the perfect way down. So what we're going to do is we're going to angle it. So now we can just go down and find wolframite under the surface of DeSolo, going through all this compound, making us some tethers. Might need to do a steeper pitch to the whole ramp. I need one resin to make that researcher. Those are hauling. Oh, there's resin right there. Also graphite too. Not a bad find. You know, the more I think about it, the more I realize that this is quite literally just the Mega Maid in Spaceballs. Okay, so now we have a whole boatload of graphite. Perfect. Draws off quite a bit of battery power, but this is something you kind of have to do. All right. I only have I don't have two batteries hooked up here, do I? I only have one. Oh. Well, now. Oh, that's right. I took the other one over to the not Visania. Novus. That's right. The other one's on Novus. Which, I mean, well, I kind of needed it there because Novus needed a battery backup. What are you thinking you're doing here? Don't go sliding off into oblivion, dude. All right. Now it's time to find us some good old fashioned wolframite. Or until I run out of tethers and have to build about a thousand more. You know, if I wasn't such a failure at placing tethers, I think this would go a whole lot smoother. But here I am trying to min-max my tethering. Oops. And of course, I'm not going to leave stuff unscanned, so... I think I saw aluminum over there. Not, what was it? Not aluminum, sphalerite? I think. Generator. I think that is sphalerite. Oop, is that wolframite? That's wolframite. Sorry, but the compound is rabid. It had to be put down. No, you don't. Ooh. Well, seems like I've got enough wolframite. We'll put the tethers here. Still keeping the work light with me. Just take as much of this as we can. I could have brought down the whole schmagaggle, the fold up thing, and loaded up 8 wolframite on there, but I ain't too worried about it. I'm carrying, what, 2, 4, 6, 7 of them. Carrying number 8 with me. 8 tungsten should be able to produce exactly what I need back on Silva to get me to where I need to be. Because I need the trade platform, because then I can just trade away debris and scrap for wolframite and other materials. So, should be good. Sweet. Put that there. Unfortunately, you have to remove that and that. So while I'm at it, I will have this build another large platform. Bravo. There's a researchable. I don't have any resin. I mean, I can go find something. There should be more up here somewhere. There's more graphite, of course. More compound. There's more resin. Perfect. See, the tethers also being lit help to give you guidance in terms of like you know, like where did I leave off? Oh well, just look for the tethers. Don't get me wrong, I wish the tethers were a little longer, but them's the breaks, I guess. There's the resin. Let's say it resonated with me. I know that was a terrible joke, but you know what? If it wasn't for bad humor, I wouldn't have any humor at all. In fact, tongue-in-cheek humor like that actually got me canned from a job one time. I said some humor that it was humor unbecoming of the workplace. Yeah. I was literally canned for a joke. But to be fair, I was gonna put in my 2 weeks because it wasn't a very good place to work. I was just gonna I was just gonna call it quits anyway. And when they were like, "Well, we're canning you for this joke you told," I was like, "I bye." And they're like, "Well, why would you say such a joke like this?" And I was like, "How else do you build rapport in the workplace with your coworkers? You know, say something that makes you look like a human being instead of like a robot." Like, I don't get where that's such a foreign concept. But nope, they weren't a fan. So they're like, "Well, you're out the door." Oh, okay. Like, it wasn't anything risque or anything like that. It was a joke. It had mild innuendo to it. They weren't a fan. Got fired. Well, that's distant past now. Okay, that just pirouetted off into the nether. RTG comes with me. The only reason I had the RTG here was to get the base set up. And now that I've got the solar power and everything here, there's no reason to keep the RTG here. Because then I can just power my own stuff. So we're good to go. I've got a beacon here to remember where I am. There's a beacon there too. Silver. I remember when I was a kid, right? And even when I was a kid growing up and going to school, my teachers, my substitute teachers, everybody in the school, even the principal was telling dirty jokes, dirty humor. We're 14, 15 years old, and here's some of the teachers cracking off jokes that are very tongue in cheek, and some of them even had an innuendo, and all you'd get from the teacher is like a whole, like, they raise an eyebrow like, "Did you get it? You understand?" And most of us are like, "Yeah, I see what you did there." And that was it. And everybody got a laugh out of it. Everybody got a chuckle, and it lightened the mood. You can't do that in any place anymore. Not even a factory setting. You get fired for everything anymore. And it's like people wonder, well, how come they didn't want to go to work? Oh, gee, I wonder. They're like, oh, work's not supposed to be fun. Why not? Why not? Just because a couple of humorless dicks tell you and not to enjoy your workplace, all because insert reason, and they always come up with like the most worthless reason too. Oh, work's not supposed to be fun. You're not supposed to get enjoyment out of work. Well, okay, so you don't get enjoyment out of work. Now what happens? Now you're miserable. Who wants to be miserable at the workplace? Like, realistically speaking, if you go to work and you dread going in every single day, what does that do? You never want to come in. You just sit there and you just go, you know what? I'm not even invested in it. Like, I used to work at a furniture factory, right? I used to work night shift. Anecdotal story time. Used to splice together veneer. I'll never forget it. It was a boring job. Right, you take two thin little pieces of veneer, run it through a machine, glues them together. We had a coworker who got in the veneer bin that was full of scrap veneer, and he was crunching it down by jumping on it. And on the radio, right before he was doing this, it says it was goof off at work day. Right? Our nighttime team lead was hilarious. He comes by, right? He looks over at my coworker, who was like second in command, and he goes, "What are you doing?" My coworker just looks him square in the eyes and says, "Radio said it was taking you goof off at work day." Nighttime team lead just goes, "Well, carry on," and walked away. Then again, that guy was working over on the planner, which, if you don't know what a planner is, what it does is you take your veneer with its longer pieces, you push it in this machine, you hold down these two buttons that are arm's length apart, and it cuts out your veneer. Also a boring job, just so everybody knows. Watching people plan veneer out. You'd rather watch a tooth extraction because it's... Oh boy. It is not a fun thing to do. But yet, we enjoyed it. Like, we had a fun time at work. We used to tell jokes at work. That was the last place I worked that you could actually have you could actually tell a joke and not be afraid of being terminated for telling that joke. Titanite, huh? Lithium. I want Titanite. Can I get more Titanite? Sure can. Well, they gave me an RTG. Nice. A mini RTG. I don't really want an auto arm. Store a resource with an auto arm. Print a chemistry lab, create rubber or plastic. I do need to do that. Unlock oxygen tank. Dynamite. Place landing pad on another. So I got to make another landing pad. Are you kidding me? Oh. Don't know what it is, but you're smelting it. So I need to make a whole slew of stuff. Is this titanium? Sure is. What did I need titanium for? I have to research an oxygen tank anyway. Also have to research dynamite. Also need the probe scanner too. Come to think of it. Where's some organic? There's Resipound. I don't need that. I need... thought I had organic around here. Ooh, wait, there's dynamite. Yoink. I didn't want those oxygen filters. That needs to go to Novus. I need a chemistry lab. Because I need to make steel. Ceramic, glass, and tungsten. Shock. Tungsten. Ceramic. As soon as that's done, I'll build a chemistry lab. And then I can start making whole bunch of fun stuff. Rubber, steel, you name it. I can make a whole bunch of funky equipment. Believe me, I want an extra large shredder, and I don't even have remotely enough stuff for that yet. Aluminum and ammonium, and that makes my solid fuel thruster. And the aluminum. I need... I think I need like 2 solid fuel thrusters. Actually, wait. This one's got one more launch in it. Which is great, because that'll get me 2 to solo. Obtain malachite samples for use in logistics evaluation. Why can't I just go get it from the X-Hub? Find Matt onto solo. And put the thing on. Huh. Print an RTG. Okay, sure. Let me just get right on top of that. Hi. There's the chem lab. I need now out the atmosphere condenser. As much as I would love one. I need platform B, which is more resin, which is easily gotten. That's why you get a soil centrifuge right there. Most of the stuff you can just build it. So we have to take this to Novus. That's got to go to Novus. I should actually launch to Novus first. Put that on Novus. Come back to the solo. Do I have another laterite? Sphalerite. Alright, so I'll put my chemistry lab over here somewhere. Off in this direction. Sure. This is the most haphazard looking base I think I've ever had. Honestly. It's just a spaghetti of connections. That's a large printer. Do I even have a large thing made? No. Exone chip, iron, and tungsten carbide. That's why I need the chemistry lab. So I can make tungsten carbide. Sounds like an easy bake oven. I just told everybody how old I am. Tungsten and carbon. How about that? Tungsten carbide. Tungsten. Where'd the carbon go? Carbon. And I need steel too for a large printer. I don't even have the thing, do I? I don't have it researched. Here I am building stuff. I don't even have it. There's tungsten carbide. I have the iron, and then I have the exochip. So that's good. I need a landing pad. I don't even have them researched. I am just a mess right now. Can you tell? Landing pad. Aluminum and ceramic. Sounds good to me. There's ceramic. Do I make this out of here? Nope. And I need clay. And now I have clay. Just that simple. I'm telling you. Between soil centrifuge and the trade platform, you can get anything. I have quite a bit of tungsten. I have one more aluminum. Don't I need that for the landing pad? I do. Where'd one of them go? It's only. Uh-huh. Knew one of them dropped. They didn't have to tell me. I knew. So I have to put this somewhere. I'm thinking I'm going to put it on just solo. That way I have a standard landing pad. Probably won't even fit in the shuttle, will it? Probably have to research a medium shuttle. Stupidity. It's a landing pad, not a bounce house. What are you building? Like, this right over here is a landing pad. That looks nothing like that. No, it's going to be another DeSolo mission. Here I am thinking I'm going to go back to Novus and do something there. But no. Back to DeSolo. Apparently straight through Silva. That's the shortcut to DeSolo. Just thrust all the way through the planet. Okay. Oh. Look at the buggy and the rover seat. I don't want that here, though. I want... Well, maybe. Nope, we're going to do that. We're going to put that here. And now with an RTG on it, it never runs out of power. And now we can just put that right there. Perfect. I gotta see if I get a twofer here. I did. Sweet, sweet scrap. It's exactly what I wanted. It's all that scrap stuff. Mmm. Now we gotta find the matte thing that's on the solo. This makes me... Okay, I have to say it. This makes It feels like Moon Patrol. If you've ever played the game Moon Patrol, you'll know what I'm talking about. There's another one of those full of exo chips. Ooh, more ammonia. More sphalerite. The mini RTG produces more power than the buggy consumes. Perfect. And even if it didn't, I could put a battery on the outside of it. What I need here is... Ooh, wait, let me go explore that. What I need here is a paver. Paver and a medium buggy, and then I could just pave everything, but I would need also a medium soil canister. Hello, what's that? Is that debris? Ooh, of 5, it said. Ran right into that. I don't know why it is, but whenever I get a buggy, I act like Evil Knievel. I wonder what that is. Almost like rubber. That'd have been bad. I mean, I have unlimited power and unlimited air in this thing, so it wouldn't have been bad, per se. Just would have been ill-advised. I also have to go and fill up my soil canisters. Wait a minute. Perfect. Works. Mini RTGs are the best. Pirouetting. My desk got dynamite on it. I might also have one of those research things on it. The hard drive or whatever thing is. Data analysis. Whatchamacallit. That's the proper way to get down there. Just throw yourself off and right into a crater. Golf works the same way. You just smack the ball as hard as you can. Don't take golf tips from me. I had somebody get really angry at me one time. Because they were like, because I asked them, I said, I was like, I went golfing the other day. They're like, you did? I said, sure did. And they wanted to know how I did. And I said, well, well, not too good. And they kind of looked at me. I go, what do you mean not good? I said, well, to be fair, I said I was golfing and I got like 18 under. Or not 18 under, 18, not 18 under, it was 18, like, as a like, plus 18 all the way through. And like, they were like, well, that's not that bad. That's actually really solid golf score. Mind you, I'm talking like high school / collegiate level. And they're like, that's actually a really good golf score, man. They're like, what do you mean you didn't do well? I said, I just didn't do well. They were like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, that's incredible. I said, no, I was like, it's fine. And they're like, are you sure you don't want to try out for like the golf team? I said, you don't want me on the golf team. And they're like, no, we could use an exceptional talent like you. And I was like, really? And they said, yeah. I said, is a 4-digit handicap bad? Let's just say I was not well received after that. They just kind of looked at me and they were like, leave. Leave now. I don't think they liked it. I mean, I thought it was hilarious. Um, okay. That was an interesting buggy catapult. Try that again sometime. It's kind of fun. But no, they were not pleased at all with my statement. So, and I can't blame them. I thought it was great. No, don't. Well, my buggy resined itself to failure. It's too bad, resin jokes. But then again, I guess if you were to be out here and run out of oxygen and died, you would have to be resurrected. It's 3. Normally I'd be stopping to get all these researchables, but I need to find my way back to my ship. There it is. That's a point of interest. It's a point of interest. What's this? On the mat on the solo. Okay, I need the buggy over here. Mostly because I need... Whoa! Jump jets. Well, I'm going to pull this buggy over here. Investigate this other crash-landed stuff. I'm sorry, what is that? Oh, okay. Interesting. I still have enough power in there for 50 boosts. Good, that still stays as a point of interest. Wonderful. Now I don't have to worry about losing it. I still have to make it back to my ship. But that might be for a different day. I'm already going on an hour. I still have other videos I have to record. Now that my voice is mostly back, if not completely back. It's going to be a rather fun time. Also, little side note. Reason I need to record 3 videos. We had a bunch of people here. They did an energy audit. After the energy audit, they brought a construction crew out and put a whole bunch of like insulation and stuff into the house. As such, I have an office now. And I'm going to be moving my entire setup, where I'm sitting right now, into that office, which should be warmer in the winter, cooler in the summer, all around moderate temperature. It's a much smaller room. It's got carpeting, so there will be less echo, which means I may even have to disable the NVIDIA broadcast for the echoes. What? I'm hoping that everybody enjoyed this video, because I know I did. I did get a little bit accomplished, a few missions here and there. I'm looking forward to playing more Astroneer. I really do enjoy it, even though I'm playing solo. And I need to get off Does Solo and get over to Novus. Or at least fly back to Silva, then go to Novus. I'm hoping everybody enjoys the whole thing. Because, well, also, the thing with the office, I won't be underlit anymore by, like, this strip lighting, giving me the really creepy look. It'll actually have good overhead lighting. So, it'll be more organic overhead lighting. Nevertheless, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. It was a fantastic evening, a wonderful tomorrow, and as always, have a good one.